Hey, what's up, guys? I'm RoberOnocle, or as you better know me, Rob, and I'm here with my good buddy Alec. What's going on, Alec?
Hi. Nothing much. I've just so much in A3 happened a while back, and I'm just still pretty excited about the news, like the Resident Evil 2 remake and everything else. But other than that, gaming has kind of cooled down quite a bit recently. I guess there's not much to talk about other than new releases, new DLC release for things like Sonic Mania, like Sonic Mania Plus. That's like the talk of the town.
Hey! I'm the host here! I do the
that.
talking.
Okay, I'm gonna hijack this.
You're making me mildly uncomfortable, and now I am sad. But
Sorry, I tend to ad-lib. So.
No, you're cool, man. You're fine. But tonight we are talking about some more community ongoings, because I thought, it's something that's really fun, Why not talk about it?
Yeah,
I'll
a
be
lot of
pretty
your
good.
bullet points is things I didn't even know about because of things I didn't really follow that much. Not sure how valuable my input would be on some of these topics, but it's worth a shot. Let's go.
Hey, why not? Yep.
I'll be the outsider perspective. Was just curious.
I mean, hey, it's I don't know how new this environment is to you. I mean, you actually you do videos about like some video game news, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Sometimes discussion videos. I've done things kind of exactly like this. Like this could be a SQG and Friends episode, except with a different branding, different sticker. One with Pixel Rob on it.
That Pixel Rob, it's JoJo Rob.
Oh, okay. I've never watched The Bizarre Adventures of JoJo or whatever it's called.
Oh man, you have so much to know about. But
All
anyway,
I know is there's a character named Killer Queen, and I'm a huge fan of Queen and that song Killer Queen. So they actually named the monster after the song, so that's cool. I guess.
You said monster, and that hurt me so much of the inside. But for real, get into the podcast, or get into the topic for tonight. So community ongoings. No, you're fine, man. Get into the topics for tonight. Also, just want to point out that Alec has not been around since the pilot podcast, which is pretty much just kind of it's more of a test one, really. But it was pretty fun.
The 100th episode.
I don't know. I don't keep track of these podcasts.
Okay. You have a playlist of OLPs or something?
Hold on. I don't think I've added a podcast to the playlist in a while. Now that I think about it. Well,
you gotta get on that, man.
Rip. So yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you, Alec. I haven't even put the pilot podcast up. That was just more of a test, really. But it's good to have you back, to say the least.
I think I'm the reason why that pilot didn't really get public, basically. I swore a lot to those who were watching, and I'm not gonna say exactly what I said because, mixed company.
Yeah, but this is your redemption podcast, all right? You're good, all right?
We'll see how far this goes.
Remember, speak slowly, okay?
Okay.
Because remember, that's extra work on my part. These podcasts are, I don't know, they're kind of lazy, and I want to kind of keep it that way.
Okay.
All right, so getting over the first topic here for tonight, that is also, guys. In case you're not familiar with the community ongoings, just get over that really quick. So, community ongoings is basically just stuff that is going on within the video game community. In case you guys, for some reason, did not watch the last one. So it's just things like that. It might be just general gaming news, or just it could be like mild PSAs. I don't know what I was gonna say, but so yeah, it's just things like that. Just to get to the basics. So yeah, so the first thing here we have for tonight is earlier this week, Blizzard dropped its new hero Hammond into Overwatch's mix of characters. So this is more of just a PC. What the heck am I gonna? The PSA. This is more of a PSA, but yeah. So
this
to celebrate,
is a public service announcement. You can support it or you can deny it.
I wasn't gonna say public service announcement. It was something else. I don't even know. But so yeah, to celebrate, Overwatch is having a free weekend. So check that out. If you like Overwatch. I mean, I like Overwatch. It's a pretty cool game. So
I
yeah.
want to play Overwatch, but A, I'm not good at video games, and B, my computer will probably explode when I try to run that thing.
You gotta get caught up with the master race, my guy.
Yeah, well, I got paid today, so maybe I'll just blow my entire paycheck on that.
Yeah, just destroy your paycheck, man. It's worth it. So yeah, that's just more of a PSA. So let's get to some real news here for tonight, shall we?
Wait, that's not real news? Come on.
I mean, I guess you could call that real news, but it's not
Overwatch.
the kind of news we're talking about.
Overwatch is like always the top tier news in the gaming community because everyone plays it. There's also Fortnite, but Fortnite is just kind of.
No, we don't bring up the name of Satan in this server. So getting on to our next topic here for tonight, that is Bethesda recently announced that they will be hosting its beta for Fallout 76 in October. So weirdly enough, they are hosting this about a month before the game releases, which I feel like kind of defeats the point of a beta, but I don't know, Alec. Maybe I've just got problems. What do you think?
I don't know how to feel about this because, like, since 2011, people have been complaining about betas, despite them being exactly for the complaints to happen, you know? Like, we need to hear the complaints so they can fix the bugs. Like, I remember when the Skyrim beta came out and everybody was talking about this Skyrim game. I was, like, kind of new to the gaming scene. I got back into it, so it's just, like, I haven't played Skyrim until, like, 5 years after that. But anyways, like, people complain about the beta, and it's just, like, you really, it's like you're just kind of opening up disappointment. Like, there are people who are out there going to say, like, I'm not going to buy this game because the beta was not good, basically. That's the exact point. It's just like, it's supposed to be a bit flawed, like, not intentionally, but it's just like, I don't know, it's especially a month before the release. Like, is that enough time to fix an open world game? Like,
dude, it's
Fallout
Bethesda.
76?
They're not gonna do that in time. Well, it's Bethesda Games anyway, not Bethesda. Bethesda's the publisher.
True.
But yeah, a month before the game releases. I mean, even if you were like somebody who's really fast, like Nintendo, like that's not enough time to get everything properly done. I mean, I don't know if Bethesda knows. Bethesda Games knows, but like, video games are a lot of math. Like when you make them, they're a whole lot of math, and I don't know if you'll have all that time, especially since you're Bethesda Games. I think you need to give yourself some more time than that, man. Because obviously Bethesda Games is not very good at math. So
definitely not.
Yeah. So yeah, that's.
But we love them anyways. We buy them and we just play them.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, something that's also really weird is that beta testers will be randomly picked. So, and you have to pre-order the game to have a chance to be picked for beta testing. So,
okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that
is bullshit.
Sure.
Save myself there. But seriously,
yeah,
like like, of course, like the ones who paid a full price, $60, they get a chance to get picked for beta testing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if they don't like the game in its current state. It's like, because they already paid their money, so that's just anti-consumer. I'm sorry, but like, how many Bethesda fanboys will jump at the chance at that only to be sorely disappointed when, you know, actually trying out the game? And it might just be like broken beyond any like bug fixes or anything like that. It can have some design flaws that would just take a lot more than a month to fix, like some interface issues or like optimization issues. It's like this is just like, that's not good. This is like pretty much like they're basically digging their own grave pretty early on before it's even released. So
yeah, I don't get that, because I mean, like, well, one, you're already releasing it dangerously close to the release date, like really dangerously close to the release date, and you're randomly picking people, so you don't have like a constant flow of like fans coming in to try to test out the game, so you get this constant feedback, so you can aim for consistency and experiences. That's like a horrible handling of quality of life in your game.
It's kind of funny because quality assurance teams are generally paid for their work, yet like these beta testers and all that, no, they're actually paying them to test it out and be the quality assurance team. That's so shady, man. Like, oh jeez, I think I might just boycott the game for that reason alone. I'm sorry, but call me up.
It's tacky, man.
Yeah, it's just, I won't do that. I'm not buying Fallout 76. Not that I was going to anyways, but now I definitely will never. Not even if it's $20.
I was actually thinking about getting Fallout 76 because it kind of looks like another Fallout 4, at least from what I looked at. And I would like to play Fallout. I would like to play a Fallout game with my brother Mark over here, because he just likes Fallout. And it looks like it's some fun and all that. I don't want to say it looks like a lot of fun because I haven't I only have like 20 minutes of Fallout 4 experience, and that's like the time my brother let me play like the game in the Automaton DLC. But I mean, Fallout 76 still looks pretty decent. I mean, if anything, you can actually play the game by yourself, like a single player Fallout game, which is pretty neat, I guess. But yeah, I'm not exactly too big on the whole, you gotta pre-order the game for a chance to be a beta tester.
It's stupid. It's anti-consumer, and I can't believe they're even doing this.
And I think it's supposed to even it's supposed to expand. Like the number of beta testers is supposed to expand as time goes on. But even then, you aren't guaranteed a spot for beta testing to give your feedback.
How many beta testers are they even going to pick? 100? 200?
That's a really small number, and I hope to God it's not that. Just saying, that's a pretty terrible number. So so the moral of the story is that Bethesda's kind of
did a great job. So
yeah, that's the base of the moral of the story. Obsidian, where you at, bro? And we ain't done with Bethesda yet. So our next topic here.
Before we move on to that, does anyone remember when Obsidian Fallout was a trending hashtag on like Twitter? Like anyone? Like I wasn't even into the Fallout, but I just noticed Obsidian Fallout constantly being tweeted out, and that never happened because Bethesda, of course, they wouldn't pick up for like a new project, but that's okay. Obsidian's going to do good with whatever project I have next. What is that? Are they working on Cyberpunk, or am I thinking of someone else?
Cyberpunk is CD Projekt Red, the guys behind the Witcher
dumb.
series.
Sorry.
I don't even really know why I know that, because I don't really follow the company like that. I mean, the Witcher games are still collecting dust in my Steam library because I'm finishing other stuff right now, so I don't really know all that much. But yeah. So I don't really know what Obsidian is doing right now. I'm sure whatever they're doing, everybody's gonna love it. I mean, you would think that New Vegas is the second coming. Like, people talk about that game so highly. And I don't know.
That game was just considered like not as good as Fallout 3, but now everyone kind of like flips sides and it's like saying how Fallout 3 is the one that's not that good, while New Vegas was great.
Yeah, it's Zelda syndrome. It ain't nothing new.
True, very true.
So, next topic here for tonight is the fact that Bethesda is less likely to include an outside developer to work on another Fallout game. And we got this from GameSpot, actually.
Wow.
So, Todd Howard claims that this is due to the company becoming much larger now, which doesn't necessarily mean everything, because, I mean, Bethesda Games is already filled with a lot of people who have pretty mediocre talent from what I've seen and heard. And, I mean, you could just be adding more mediocre people to, like, the mix, but I don't know. Maybe that means that they have a lot more talented people, or they have more people that can monitor, like, overall quality of their future Fallout games. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I really like Todd Howard's description of, or his justification for why they won't be allowing outside developers to work on other Fallout games.
I mean, it's like, I can understand you have more staff, so you don't really need to outsource development to anyone, and that way it'd be cheaper for costs, but that's still, like, everybody wants an Obsidian Fallout, and, like, the customers are the people keeping Bethesda afloat, and if a lot of the customers are saying, hey, we get Obsidian to make the next Fallout, and then the customers will buy our games, it should cover any lost costs that would have went to, like, outsourcing development. I just don't understand this mentality. It's basically like they're putting, like, earmuffs on, and while just, like, ignoring fan outcry. It's just, I don't like this at all.
It's like Sony syndrome. We don't want to work with other people because we know they're better than them. Like, just please seriously. Stop. Just cut it out. You're not. Stop. No. Cut it out.
I mean, I could see a compromise, whereas, like, they get talent from Obsidian to, like, work on their, like, hire former Obsidian developers, but I seriously doubt that would ever happen because, well, Todd, he's very proud of Bethesda. Very
yeah,
proud.
he's very, very proud of it. Even though I mean, I guess they're okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you love like Bethesda's Fallout games, I mean, we have nothing against you guys, and all that. I mean, I don't even have that much experience of Fallout myself, but there's just things I see. I mean, I've played a decent amount of 3, but I mean, that's about it. But as far as my knowledge goes, I played Fallout 1 like one time, and I got really spooked, so got scared away.
Oh, that game scared me. Like, I played it for 3 hours and haven't played it again since I kind of messed up and basically my vault dehydrated.
Oh.
Yeah. I failed to give them the water chip they needed.
Oops. So,
Sorry,
yeah.
I think I went to Necropolis or something like that. It was the one with the ghouls.
I didn't even get that far, man. I was just like, how do I play this game? And then I just stopped.
You're off the beaten path and stopped caring about anything else.
So, yeah,
times.
Todd Howard also says that, or he claims that this doesn't mean that there will never be another Fallout dev working on a Fallout game ever again, but we shouldn't count on that happening. Which is, it's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Because it shows at this point they're pretty sure that they know what they're doing, which probably means that they don't. I mean, they just released the beta a month before one of their big games are coming out. I mean, it's...
They don't know what they're doing, let's face it.
However, despite this, Todd Howard still acknowledged that Obsidian did a fantastic job with New Vegas, so I don't really know what he's trying to do, Todd, but I mean, I guess whatever, man. I mean,
thanks for the memories, I guess. That's pretty much what they're saying.
Yeah, pretty much. So, moving on to our next topic for tonight, fans have a chance to appear in Hitman 2 by entering a contest, and I found this out from Destructoid. So, to appear in the game, players have to make an IO interactive account and score amongst the top 3 in the pre-order title, Sniper Assassin. Again, with all this pre-order nonsense for a chance at something. I don't understand everybody's motives these days, but
I understand perfectly. We want the money.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And those who win will show up on all platforms. So they haven't really properly explained how you will show up in Hitman 2 if you win this contest. I mean, hopefully you're a main target. That would be awesome. Like, see that guy? Yeah, he did good at that video game. Let's kill him. You know what? I would like that to happen to me. Like, I know I'm probably not very
like a goon.
Like, I'm not very good at Hitman games, to be honest. But like, I would like to win that, and then just have it something like this. I would love something like hey, this guy Rob over there. Yeah, see, there's this popular game, and it could be any popular game or whatever, because there's a lot of things I don't like, Lord knows. But he's like, hey, he doesn't like or he doesn't approve of this game the way everybody else does. Like, I'm gonna need you to just kind of make him stop talking, all right? He's talking too much. I mean, just look at his Twitter. He's terrible. Pre-order for a chance equals gambling, Keon says. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just gotta gambling.
That's a very good insightful point.
Yeah, that's just kind of gambling.
Mm-hmm.
Winner of the podcast for tonight, Keon 012.
Seriously, great job, great point.
Yeah, that's actually you pretty much summed it up right there.
Mm-hmm. I can't sum it any better than that, pretty much. Like, seriously. Oh, I'll give them this credit. It's not really like, because there's some skill where you have to score among the top 3. At least skill is involved in that, but they still want to bank on the pre-ordering aspect, which really kind of just puts me off a bit.
You still gotta get a high score and hope to God that no one beats you out, though.
I know.
So I mean, there is still that. So
just having them settle in Battle Royale.
But yeah, you're right, Keon. It does go more for the Fallout 76 than as opposed to Hitman 2. But Hitman 2 ain't off the hook, though. Like, they still did wrong. They still did it bad. Because they're like, yeah, the pre-order, man. It's not you can just put your name in a hat, and just hope that you hope you get picked in. But I would love to be immortalized in a game and like, hey, you gotta kill me. Like, come on now. That's
one
awesome.
hell of a bucket list.
Guy doesn't like game. Guy gets shot. I mean, like, come on.
I just hope the game doesn't suck.
Yeah, because then Yeah, because then
you're immortalized
in a
that
sucky
one
game.
Hitman game.
Yeah. Because they're like, hey, remember what you got in Hitman 2? Yeah. That's like getting that's like getting accepted in a Sonic 06. Like it's you don't want that to happen. That would be.
That's like wanting to become an actor in the new Hitman movie, and we all know how well those do in the box office.
I've only seen one Hitman film, and I actually sort of kind of liked it.
Well,
I mean, it wasn't the best thing I ever seen, but I was like, I sort of kind of like this film. It ain't nothing special, but I mean, I sort of kind of liked it.
I kind of like the old Tomb Raider movie just because of how dumb and how it embraces how dumb it is. You know, if a movie's having fun with itself, I'll definitely watch it from start to finish.
Oh yeah. Also, Keon012 over here, every fan instantly buys or pre-orders that. Oh man, just that. Okay, you just. Not only did you make a top tier point, but you made the top tier joke of the night. I hope you're having a good time over there, Keon. I hope you're having a good time, because, good lord, that's a high quality joke right there. Because I'm sure everybody does want to kill me at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested in having the likes of you in a Hitman game, then pre-order Hitman Silent Assassin and get the highest score. Amongst the top 3, a sniper assassin or whatever, silent assassin. I don't even mean to do that. And also, the Keon is losing his mind over here. With all, he has too much power for tonight, man.
It's hard to continue this after just reading all this. Shoot, man.
So just shoot for a chance for that. If you won, I don't really care to be completely honest. I just thought it was kind of cool. So next topic for tonight. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot to talk about this. So, Nintendo files lawsuits against 2 emulation websites, and I found this from PC Gamer. So,
but they don't have to pay anything if they pre-order the new Nintendo
right.
Switch.
If you pre-order the new version of Nintendo Switch, we won't sue you. You know, just
the one that doesn't bend, but it turns out it flops.
But
that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, so Nintendo has singled out Love Retro and Love ROMs due to both websites gaining high traffic each month. Also, I put due to both website gaining high traffic. I mean, just rip my grammar. But, so Nintendo is singling them out because they gain a lot of traffic. I mean, I thought it would have been like, MU Paradise, but my bad. Because that shows up like, let's be honest. It shows up like at the top of everybody's search. Like, let's all come clean here, alright?
I kind of heard of them, but like, I don't know, like, as a scurvy software pirate, I've honestly never been on either of those websites.
Yeah, I didn't even know those existed, to be honest. I'm kind of surprised.
And to those of you like, SideQuest Gamer's a software pirate? Well, I mean, Radical Rex and things like that are just out of circulation. Sure, why not? That's like free reign. It's not exactly legal, but whatever.
So, Love ROMs has responded by delisting all Nintendo games on their website, while Love Retro has shut itself down until further notice. And check this out too. So, Nintendo is threatening $150,000 per game and potentially $2 million for each trademark infringement.
So, like, for trademarks, that like, so if it just has Metroid in the title, then they can just like.
Brother, you going down?
Oh man.
And it's Nintendo's lawyers we're talking about here, and they're pretty good. Their lawyers are pretty good, so I don't know if you really want to fight Nintendo's lawyers. You know, they're pretty good at just kind of making you look like trash. So
I mean, it's like here's the thing, like, it's definitely like I'm gonna go side with Nintendo on this one. I mean, like. Sure, some of us that like use emulators. Like, I think everyone in gaming has used emulators for some purposes. Like, I buy games whenever I can if it's still in circulation, even if it can't run on my computer. You know, just give them their like $5 worth at least. Like, for like Wolfenstein 3D at least. Yeah,
like from my code when emulating games is that unless you just can't find the game anywhere, like it, or like you can't find it unless it's like on eBay for like $500, which I'm not paying $500 for any video game.
Mm-hmm.
But like unless it's something like you just can't find it, my kind of code is that I just try to buy the game first, like off of the virtual console, and then I go emulate it on my PC because I know I can have a better experience on that. So I still try to support the devs to a degree. But like, I mean, let's be honest. Are we ever gonna see like the Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 remake for the Game Boy Color on the 3DS Virtual Console? Yeah, probably not. You're probably never gonna see that. Or any of like the handheld Final Fantasy games on Nintendo systems. You're probably never gonna see that.
Definitely.
No, like it. Like I can maybe understand for the games still distributing, but I mean for the games that they're obviously never gonna touch. Like in this lifetime, like I don't really see why there's a reason to care.
Yeah, especially with games like Super Mario RPG, because like Nintendo made some deal with Square. It's like that's in copyright hell, and like no one can really play it anymore unless you have the cartridge. But like, here's the thing: is it more moral to like download a ROM of it and then play that, or is it better to like pay somebody else like $50 to $100 for a cartridge and money actually goes to a person who didn't create the game, but it's just selling a cartridge that's rare and taking advantage of the fact it's rare, making more money than Nintendo ever did with that.
Who's ready for some emulation? Yeah, that's pretty much how I am about it though. It's just like, I mean, again, I can understand for stuff like, like the original The Legend of Zelda or Metroid or Blaster Master, but like, I mean, like, really, like, who's gonna like, who's missing a game like Friday the 13th for the NES? Like, when is Nintendo ever gonna do that?
There's just some games that are so bad they're kind of fun to play just because of how bad they are.
Yeah, but that's just my terrible example. But I mean, yeah, it's. I can understand for stuff that's still distributing, but for like when is the last time Chrono Trigger's been on a Nintendo system? Like the DS? Like they don't care about Chrono Trigger anymore. Like if you want to just emulate that, then just go ahead. I mean, I guess you can't get it on PC, but I mean at this point it's just whatever, man.
Yeah.
Like the game is old as dirt.
I have the DS version. That's probably my favorite one, to be honest.
I actually played the DS version of Chrono Trigger, and I actually got a decent ways through it, but there was this one boss that was just like utter bull, and I got mad and I never finished it. I haven't touched that game since 2016.
Was it like that Goliath thing that's just like really huge, like a giant purple creature that just like shows up?
No, it was after a certain character dies, and you get sent to a different time, and there's like this robot dude, and I couldn't beat him. I was like, this sucks, and I just stopped playing the game. Which I probably shouldn't have done that. I mean, I could have just went online, to be honest. But hey, I was 16. It was different times. I mean, I don't know.
Take advantage of the internet while you still live.
Yeah.
That's how I go about games.
So, yeah, I don't, I mean, I guess I kind of understand Nintendo's motives for, I guess, for this for a little bit, or I can understand the motives for some of these games, but stuff that they don't give a crap about anymore, like, I mean,
like, I think like the first Mario Party, like they'd never re-released that last time I checked.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Although they're fine with Mario Party 2, and I believe they re-released 3 on the Wii U. I could be wrong. I can't remember.
They re-released like Mario Party for like the Game Boy Advanced, like on the Wii U.
Oh yeah.
But you can play by yourself. Yay! So now you're just. Fun. Oh, well, there's that as well.
That game makes me sad.
I'm really sorry to hear that. But so I'd like to point out the irony on all this. So a few years ago, somebody found out that somebody over at Nintendo headquarters, when they were putting Super Mario Brothers, the OG Super Mario Brothers, I want to say either on the 3DS or the Wii U, I forgot, I don't care. But somebody found out that I want to say it was like an INES file, I want to say. Mm-hmm. And yeah, somebody at Nintendo, when somebody was instructed to put the original Super Mario Brothers up for the Virtual Console, somebody downloaded that off of an emulator website.
But like, how do we know that? It could have been like, I always wonder, how do they put ROMs on the internet in the first place? Is there like some like slot, like some like engineered slot, homemade engineering basically, and then that like has some USB connection to the computer, and that's how they like put the game onto like the internet?
Bro, you were talking to the wrong brother here, my guy. Like I
have no idea how it even works. Like, what if Nintendo did something exactly like that, like the like the data's all the same. So do we really know if it's actually from like an emulator website? I mean,
Well, it's an INES file, which means that it's
Mm.
specifically from an emulator website.
Oh, okay.
So like
then.
that's like it'd be different if they had like some different name that we've never seen before, but like it's specifically a file we've seen from an emulator website, which means they downloaded it.
Oh, jeez.
And because they're a multi-billion-dollar company, what the heck are you gonna do about it? Like
It's
really?
like I know some people like to point out the hypocrisy of this, but at the same time, I was really hypocritical because it is their own games.
That is true.
So like it's free reign pretty much over the game they've had full control over. I
Yeah,
like to
but
think of it as basically taking back what is rightfully theirs, but has been stolen from them.
yeah, but I mean, the fact that they still didn't use their own resources and like just kind of like ripped it off the internet. I mean, you gotta say it burns with a little bit of irony.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. You think they'd be more like about more adamant about quality control, basically.
Because, I mean, if you look at it this way, I mean, two wrongs don't necessarily make a right, you know? Because, I mean, yeah, it still is their property, but they aren't necessarily practicing what they're preaching.
No, definitely not.
But, I mean, I see what you're saying, though. Like, yeah, it is their property. So they do have the right to take it if they want to. I mean,
But
like,
here's
really.
another thing, though. I do want to point out. Do you folks know why, like, so many people emulate Nintendo games? It's because their version of emulation, let's just face it, it sucks. Like the Nintendo 64 games, look at Pokemon Snap for the Wii U. The gamma correction is so bad. Like everything looks so dark, like a 25% opacity filter. That's how bad the game looks, and it's just really hard to look at sometimes. It's not as colorful as it used to be, and that's just like really shoddy emulation. There's not even really much customization with it, and there was even less with the previous console before. Like with emulators, you can set the settings exactly just right. You can even put in like CRT filter if you really wanted to. That is why people emulate Nintendo games. They want like very good quality Nintendo games in full HD without any hiccups or minor hiccups that they can easily fix.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, you know? And I especially like emulation,
Right,
like anti-aliasing is my Jesus in emulation. Like, for real, man. Like, I'll pick up a DS game, and I'll turn on anti-alias, and I'm like, wow, it's like I put on glasses. Like, imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to actually play, like, either DS Zelda games with anti-aliasing on, which I imagine would be a lot more pleasant to look at, because, I played through the entirety, and, like, I want to say, like, 90% it, Spirit Tracks, on the Wii U. And, I will say, I mean, it looked blown up, but I mean, it was still playable, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, though, I mean, you can play that in an emulator and take all that pixel nonsense off of it.
Exactly.
And you're like, wow, my eyes can breathe.
The lack of any customization options akin to like JNES or like a lot of those really high quality emulators out there. It's just sad that a person who's releasing these programs for free can't even do what Nintendo is selling for money, actual freaking money. And it's like I think those like Super Nintendo Classic and NES Classic editions, that's kind of a step in the right direction with the emulation department where we get full HD non-hindered like graphics. And it's like I think the emulation quality on Nintendo's part is improving, but we still have a long way to go, and I do hope when they release games on the Switch, we have a lot of customization options available.
Yeah, that would be nice, please.
I mean, I don't care if they just cap it at like 1080p and you can't go lower or higher. That's fine. I just want the option to have a good quality picture. I don't think that's too much to ask, really.
But yeah, like a lot of options would be fine because I've played The Legend of Zelda like. I've played through the entirety of The Legend of Zelda on the Wii U, the OG one, and it's like it has like this depressing dark gray filter to it.
Yeah,
like Twilight Princess just came over to it and just threw up on it and just left. Like that's all it looks like. It's like depressing gray. Not necessarily gray, but it's just looks like they just like drained the life out of it. It's kind of creepy actually.
I do want to ask those, like, has anyone played the Nintendo Switch like versus arcade games, like versus Super Mario Brothers? I do want to know how the emulation quality is for that, at least.
You know what? I second that. I'm really interested in it. Has anybody here like played on the Switch?
It doesn't even have to be versus Super Mario Brothers, but like just any of those arcade re-releases that Nintendo has been doing as a way to hold us over for their eventual NES library that they'll bring over.
Oh shoot, man! I think there's a lot of like PC gamers in here, man. Disgusting. You know, you nonsense. I don't even really play the Switch myself. What am I talking about? But
Yeah, I play a lot. Like I don't really play as much Switch as I do my PC, but the Switch being like the only 8th gen console I own and the only one I will own for a while, I'm quite satisfied with the small library I do have.
yeah, well, to be honest, my whole thing with the Switch is just kind of like, I mean, I look at it, I'm like, wow, you have a lot of games I don't want on you, and then I just kind of go to my PC. Like that's just kind of it. And I guess their first party library is a little smaller than I like. I mean, granted, it's still a newer system and all that. Although the first lineup for the Switch games were quite awful. Like all they had was just Breath of the Wild. I'm like that was it. All the other games that just nobody wanted on the Switch.
Why are you hating on the Breath of the Wild? Like seriously, like that game, man. I still want to play that despite you hating on it.
Look. Okay. Hold on a second.
I'm just being hyperbolic.
Hold on a second. Just hold on. Just a minute. I did not hate Breath of the Wild. All right. I like the video game. Yeah, I know you're whooshing the crap out of me right now. But,
I'm enjoying every second of it.
You're whooshing the crap out of me. But I do enjoy that video game. I think it's okay, alright? I'm sure there's somebody still out there that thinks that. But I think it's a decent video game. I just think there could be improvements.
He said there could be improvements. That means he hates the game.
Oh, yeah. My bad. But yeah, so the moral of the story is, Nintendo, get your emulation crap together. And
buy Breath of the Wild for the Switch.
Yeah,
just to spite
do
Ron.
that. Yeah, just to make me mad. But yeah, Nintendo, make your emulation, services actually decent, and maybe people will actually start, liking it some more. Also, don't take down games that you aren't going to support. Please. I'm just saying. So let's talk about a company we can point fingers at and laugh at. So
Nintendo.
Well, I could talk about them for a while, but another company that we can laugh at even harder. So, EA has taken interest in making a standalone free-to-play battle royale title. So I got this from GameStop. So, well, we all know at this point that I really just kind of don't like the battle royale genre. It's just not for me, man. It's just not satisfying enough. Like
Wasn't there like a third game that was like really bad? That was like trying to compete with PUBG and like Fortnite. I forgot what it was called.
Paladins? That's the one you're thinking of.
Been that.
Because that's a battle royale mode. Although I heard it was actually kind of decent. It went from like being an Overwatch ripoff to a Fortnite ripoff. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. I don't know.
When's Overwatch getting battle royale?
I would actually play that. Because it's Overwatch and I like Overwatch. But so, not to be confused with Battlefield 5's Battle Royale mode, which will likely never have a separate free-to-play version of the mode, claimed by the CEO. So, so when they're talking about a standalone Battle Royale game, they're not talking about Battlefield, they're talking about like a straight-up, standalone, free-for-all Battle Royale game. And, the EA's CEO, Andrew Wilson, mentions how the public's interest in the genre is the drive for creating their own take on the genre. So EA is gonna do something stupid. Like we already know. Oh, because people like this game. That's like they always take this. Like that meme with that anime guy that looks at that butterfly. Like that butterfly is like it's the battle royale craze, and then EA is like, is this an opportunity to scam people? Like. I mean that really. Like we all know what they're gonna pull, because they're EA. They just suck.
Pretty much. But I mean, at least unlike Bethesda, they're actually listening to the people who buy their games. To an extent, at least.
Wait, they do?
I mean, they're just like looking at the public interest of the battle royale genre, thinking, "Hey, release something that will be pretty fun and will sell copies because it's fun."
Well, I mean, I don't know if you watched Bethesda's E3 2018 presentation, but they were actually pretty woke for that presentation, which is amazing. But if you haven't, you should watch that because that was amazing. But I mean, well, you know, it's EA, so they automatically lose. Like EA really is become my least favorite thing like ever in the gaming community. Like it's getting pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Like it's I mean I'm starting to hate EA more than like fans of like that one new popular indie game because we always know they're stupid. Undertale, but
that's not exactly new.
No, I mean it was new for the time though. We must not forget the legacy that it has spawned.
Yep. I hate that legacy.
Yeah, because let's be honest, that was terrible. And everybody was like freaking insane. But yeah, so we all know that EA is looking, because you know they're gonna, whatever this game is, they're gonna blow it out with microtransactions, and it's not gonna be fun.
Oh yeah, I did not anticipate that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they implemented like loot boxes with skins, and then they'll start adding in weapons and sub weapons, and it's like things you actually need and will actually give you an advantage in the battlefield. And that's when it's going to fall apart, just like Star Wars Battlefront 2. But the reason why I'm a little more optimistic is probably because Battlefront 2 was such a disaster. Like the sales for that were abysmal last time I checked. I'm pretty sure more people bought it, and I know they removed the more controversial loot boxes. I'm not sure if they still removed that, but it's like or kept it removed. But
they were temporarily removing it. You know that EA
they can't
actually
afford another Battlefront 2. That's just why I'm saying, at least.
You know EA actually holds the record for like the most downvoted post on Reddit.
Really?
Yeah, and that was for the proposal to temporarily remove the loot boxes and then bring them back eventually. They got the. Hold on, let me look this up. Actually, hold on, let me look this up. EA most downvoted post on Reddit. Let's look at this. Let's take a look at this. Where are the numbers sitting at? I want to laugh at EA because it's EA. Okay, this is PC Gamer. You're not being very helpful. You're not giving the numbers, or at least my brain was scanning too fast and I missed it. So let's have a look here. Let's have a looky here. How many dislikes did it get? What? over 678,000. Oh my!
That's a lot.
Oh! People really did not like that. Oh man! Freaking ouch, man! Oof. But yeah. So basically, the moral of the story is EA is looking for another opportunity to smash a wallet up and just steal all the money out of it. And it ain't even take the money on the good way, like with the Steam Summer Sale. It's more like just give us your money if you want a finished game.
Yeah, the free-to-play model that's definitely another red flag.
You know it's gonna be a mobile phone game level, like free-to-play, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna run? Yeah, that's hey buddy, it's $20.
Want temporary invincibility? Only $1.99.
Yeah. So
for
subscription. Yeah, for subscription. For 5 seconds per match.
Okay, now I'm a lot less optimistic. I don't think this will bomb as bad as like Battlefront 2.
It won't. No way.
But still, this can be a bit concerning.
Whatever EA does, it's gonna be pathetic. Well, look, I know I rip on a lot of companies, here and there, but like EA is like in a special league. Like I really couldn't see too much before why everybody said they were the worst company in the United States or just in America in general. But like EA has hit this level of just being so freaking bad. It's dumbfounding. It's like, how do you get that bad?
I don't usually believe in like anything being irredeemable, but yeah, EA is kind of at that point where they just can't be redeemed.
Yeah, Because, like, if EA turned around right now, they're like, you know what? We're going to be a good company. All right, I mean, that's cool and all. Like, I'm willing to take that. I'm willing to accept that apology. But
the focus groups
they're
won't
not
let
going to
that
do
happen.
that. They're not going to do that. We know they're not going to do that. People bombed on Battlefront 2 EA, and they still don't care. Like, they just don't learn. You guys have the most downvoted post in Reddit history. No one will ever surpass you. There's a good chance that no one will ever surpass you. And yet, here they are. Like, just, what will it take?
Definitely a wake-up call. And you know what? That's enough about EA, you know?
Yeah, we need to really move on. But I would just say, I need to, like, go to heaven, consult God, and say, hey, can you just delete EA? Just right now. See those guys down there?
Many have tried.
No, just get rid of them right now. No more EA. Like, I'm good. Because again, they're not gonna redeem themselves. They don't even care. Like
I'm honestly picturing you with God giving you the Infinity Gauntlet, and with a snap of a finger, VAs
just
gone.
gets rid of all employees at EA. Just now, of course,
and
guys. In reality,
all the employees gone at EA. That's half the gaming industry.
But yeah, okay, for all of you guys that are like too dumb to realize that I'm being sarcastic and whatnot and being satire, I don't actually want to kill everybody at EA, alright?
I do. I'm kidding.
Like, I don't actually want to kill everybody at EA. They're all human beings and I respect their humanity, okay? Please don't be stupid, because I know there's somebody other than that is.
With the snap of a finger, it wouldn't be just the employees that are disappearing. No, that wouldn't happen. No, it's their computers that would disappear and they can never make games again. Ha!
Actually, can I just... Because, like, they already lost a lot of money with Battlefront 2, so can I just snap, like, my fingers and just get rid of half their money? I'm sure that would work.
What's left of it?
Some more... Yeah, right.
Oh, wow, you got like 50 cents.
Oh. But, so, moving on to the next topic here for tonight, before we just keep ripping on EA. So, there's a last topic here for tonight, actually, and that is... No Man's Sky seemingly redeems itself with the next update. I found this from PC Gamer and the official website, actually.
Really?
Yeah. So with their next update, they have gotten a slew of positive reviews. So basically, this is what we expected No Man's Sky to be back in 2016. So they got a slew of positive reviews now, and they managed to get out of mostly negative to mixed. That is pretty good.
Yeah, that's
gotta be completely honest. For a game that bombed, like it was a reverse Breath of the Wild. Instead of everybody liking it, everybody was smashing this game. And I mean just tearing it to pieces. And to bounce back from mostly negative to mixed, that is impressive. That is really, really impressive.
And I watched Dreamcast Guy's video on it. Like, I'm really surprised by the amount of features they added. And, like, just watching two people interact with one another. And then, like, Sean Murray of, like, next, I can't remember what the name of his company was, but
Hello Games.
He shared like a video of like a fort or something, and it's like a skyscraper level kind of fortress.
Yeah, the accessibility of bases has been like greatly increased because again, the next update for No Man's Sky turns it into the game it was supposed to be. And the thing that impresses me so much is the fact that the internet changed with it. See, and I actually just mentioned this on my Twitter earlier, as of this podcast, as of the day of this podcast. And that was how, what irritates me to no end with the internet is how the internet never forgives anybody. Like, once you make the mistake, even if you genuinely apologize, you acknowledge everything, and it's like, it's so legit, the internet is just like, no, you still suck. And like, that's it.
Yep.
But it is so strange to see that the internet decided to embrace the change of No Man's Sky.
I think it in part has to do with new market, like the marketing at least. And
probably that as
I think specifically marking it as not just No Man's Sky update, but said No Man's Sky next. That is actually quite clever.
Yeah, and I mean they labeled it as the biggest No Man's Sky update yet, and it is. So yeah, check this out. So the update adds multiplayer, customizable characters, third person, overhauled general aesthetic, significantly more accessible base building, redone space battles, rebalanced substances and resources, overhauled start of the game, added more quests and missions to the quest variety, added more variety to the quests and missions, and more to come. So they changed the combat, they've changed the exploration, the terrain generation, they've basically changed the entire game. Because even just like a month ago, because I actually own No Man's Sky, and I was just out of morbid curiosity. Tried a little bit of it, and I thought it was okay. You know, it wasn't anything special. I thought it was just okay at best. But to be honest, this new update with the sheer, because I mean, like people couldn't even fake that they liked No Man's Sky. Like everybody just knew it was a bad game, and that it was just horrible. It was empty. It was hollow. It just didn't really have anything going on with it. But to see the sheer amount of people turning around and saying that this is now like one of the finest games ever made, I mean, like that's really impressive.
Yeah, it's actually the game that like it's now the game that Sean promised like with that Kickstarter he made.
You know, something really funny I actually heard about Hello Games and their rushing of No Man's Sky. So I can't confirm this, but I heard that some of the rushing and some of the game being put out in its unfinished state has something to do with the fact that, because it was, at the time it was just for PlayStation 4 and for PC. I heard that this actually has something to do with Sony. So apparently, you all know that Sony is they're weird. Sony is they're a weird company, and they just do all kinds of just weird things. But so I heard that apparently the reason why No Man's Sky was as unfinished as it was at launch was due to Sony rushing them. Because they had already made a deal with Sony that, hey, we're going to try to get this game on all that. And I guess after a while, and this one surprised me because it's Sony, but from what I've heard, they actually got a little impatient with Hello Games and started trying to, like water down that release date a little bit, get it a little closer than to their comfort zone. Which I gotta say that Sony, if you actually did that, I hate you. Because I mean, you know what? To be honest, too, that wouldn't surprise me because Hello Games' reaction to the negative reception to No Man's Sky was very genuine. I mean, they even if you bought the game at full price, they would still let you refund the game. Like, if you had more than 2 hours in on Steam. They would give you all your money back. And I mean, I don't know, maybe Sean Murray just learned his lesson or something like that, but it just, I don't know, to have that much passion to do what is right, because, like, with most companies, even with companies like EA and Battlefront 2, when it messes up, they just kind of cower in fear and go in their little corner.
Exactly.
And they don't do anything. They don't learn anything from it.
For actually owning up and actually fixing the mistakes and making the game he actually promised his backers. And you know what? With it slowly turning into this game, it's kind of impressive, But at the same time, I do feel like there's kind of the ulterior motives. It's like I mean, they probably want to make another game that's not No Man's Sky, right? But they can't exactly move on unless No Man's Sky is the game that he promised. Even if his reputation is tarnished, it's still somewhat salvageable, especially with this new update. So, yeah, I don't really. I'm not 100% sure if this was made with benevolence in mind, but it's a step in the right direction, and I do hope he continues releasing updates like this.
Yeah, and again, it's strange to see all these people flocking to No Man's Sky, especially for a game that everybody hated the life out of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, it is mixed. So they have recovered from mostly negative to mixed.
Yeah.
Which is
still negative reviews, but now there's some positive ones at least.
I mean, when positive reviews roll in so fast and so hard that you counteract a reception that negative that fast, again, I gotta give props to you. That's pretty good. Yeah. I just gotta say, oh wow, that's I mean, AAA companies can hardly even pull that off, let alone an indie company like Hello Games. That's hats off to you, Hello Games, and I salute you for owning up to what was wrong, what you did wrong, and all that, or at least what I hope you didn't mean to do that. I hope the Sony thing is right, actually, because it seems like, I don't know, because it seems like you just wasted your ambition otherwise. And to be honest, the Sony thing is more believable because it's Sony, and they have, when it comes to working with other people, they have major issues. So,
oh, I've heard so much about that.
Yeah, you should just listen to my rant about Sony and what is the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? My brain is getting fried right now. What the heck was I gonna say? What? Man, the gears are they're going slow right now, man. Pretentious! There we go, that's the word. Oh, man, I need to drink some more of this water. Oh, man, my brain is getting fried. I am hot right... Oh! I just splashed water on myself. Good job, Rob.
Congratulations.
Man, you're just killing it tonight, Rob. But yeah, all seriousness. Yeah, Hello Games, good job. Really cool.
That's probably a good place to end this.
Yep, we're all good. So yeah, guys, those are all the topics we had to go over tonight. So this one is about 3 minutes shorter than the last one, but these community ongoings aren't really meant to go on for too long. It's just to go over news and whatnot.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, and give our own opinions on it. And again, there is so much news in the video game industry and in the video game community that, I mean, like, I could run on this for the rest of the podcast servers, like, lifespan, and we would be good. We really would be. But I want to do that. There's other stuff I want to talk about, but I'm still... being really experimental about this community ongoings podcast format. So, what do you guys think? You guys really like this format? I'm really enjoying it. I really enjoy it. Personally, I really enjoy the community ongoings format. I think it's very interesting. I think it helps shine light on other ongoings within the video game community. I think it's very interesting. I just like talking about it. Okay, so Keanu12 is digging it. I see he's going for that third milestone. So, yeah, guys, those were our thoughts on these various topics within video games with community ongoings. I'm RoberOnocle, and this was Alec. Glad to have you back, buddy. And we will see you guys next time.
And I didn't swear. Yay.